Hello, puppies. This is your guided reading class for Tuesday, December 1, 2020. Our book is Bella's Dinner, so you'll need Bella's Dinner. You'll need your pencil, and you're going to need your writing journal for today. I apologize that I don't have my writing journal here to model that for you exactly like it's going to look, but make sure you have your guided reading writing journal, that bright yellowish greenish book. Okay, you're going to need to do that, have that for our writing today. So pause the video, make sure you have your book, your pencil, and your journal ready to go for today's lesson. All right, here we go. Lesson 38, Day 2. In Bella's Dinner, the book, our comprehension focus was retelling the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. Every book has a beginning, every book has a middle, every book has an end. And we like to show that when we're talking about books with the letters B for beginning, M for middle, and E for end. Beginning, middle, and end. Let's go ahead and reread Bella's Dinner one more time today before we begin. So pause the video and please reread Bella's Dinner. Pause the video now and then press play when you have finished. All right, welcome back, friends. Before we go into talking about the book, I'd like us to just review our 3 sight words. Our 3 sight words are, read them with me please, for, and look. Please go ahead and put the word for into a sentence. I'm listening. Good. Please put the word and into a sentence. I'm listening. And look. Please put the word look into a sentence. I'm listening. Very good. Excellent job today. As we talk about the beginning, the middle, and end of the book, Bella's Dinner, I want you to be thinking about the events that happened in order. What happened at the beginning, what happened in the middle, and what happened at the end. I'd like you to take a moment, use your book if you need to, and tell me what happens at the beginning of the story, Bella's Dinner. I'm listening. Very good. Now I want you to tell me what happens in the middle of the story. I'm listening. Okay. And now please tell me what happens at the end of the story. I'm listening. All right, good job, friends. I'm going to be writing 3 words on my board. They all begin with what letter, please? If you said they all begin with A, you are correct. Let's take our fingers and let's walk them slowly underneath each word and say them together. Am, and, an. Good. Remember, one of the best ways to decode a word or figure out what it says is to take our fingers and slowly move them under the word, saying the sounds we see. Slowly go to the end of the word as you read. That's especially important when you have 3 words, such as these. They're so close. They all begin with the same letter. So lips the fish isn't going to help us, is he? No. We really need a stretchy snake or follow with our finger right along the end. Let's read them one more time. Am, and, an. Good job. Excellent. Coming back to our book, Bella's Dinner, we're going to be doing some writing today. We have some writing and illustrating to do. I'm going to go ahead and just take my camera off of my handle here, so pardon the craziness for a moment. As I get set up here. Just going to back it away a little bit and get set up as best I can. Okay, and I'm going to get out some of my writing utensils. You should be getting out your pencil, and you should be getting out your writing journal, opening it up to the next page. It's ready to go. Let's see. Okay. Try and get you as close as possible today, friends. All right, welcome. I hope you can see me okay. We have 2 sentences to do our writing in today. I'm going to dictate or say them one at a time. So I really want you to get out your fingers and to be following along just like we do in class. We're going to listen first. We're going to count the words, and then I'm going to make my lines. If you don't feel comfortable making your lines, this might be a good place to have Mom and Dad come and draw your lines as soon as we know how many you need. If you feel comfortable doing your writing without your lines, that's great. Go for it. The first sentence is, Bella looked and looked for food. All right. Let's get our fingers ready. Are you ready? Here we go. Get your hands ready. Bella looked and looked for food. How many words do I have? I'm going to have 6 words, aren't I? Let's try it one more time. Bella looked and looked for food. I'm going to need 6 lines. If you want lines, have Mom and Dad help you or write them yourself. If you feel comfortable writing without your lines, great, go for it, first grade. You're kind of transitioning from needing lines to being able to do it on your own. I'm going to write lines just to help you out. Bella looked and looked for food. I'm going to double check and make sure I have the lines I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Bella. Now I know that's a name. It's the beginning of my sentence. I'm going to make a capital B. And if I don't know how to write Bella, where could I look, friends? I could look on my book, right? I gotta be kind of careful here because the title has Bella's. I don't want to write Bella's because the word was just Bella looked and looked for food. So be sure to take away that apostrophe S if you use this as a resource. Bella looked. Okay. What 2 letters make the sound? O-O. Look. Looked. What ending makes the T sound? Looked. Sounds like a T. Let me grab my word ending cards here. Help us out. Looking at my word endings, what word ending makes the T sound? If you said ED, you're right. That ED can make 3 sounds. Ed, D, and T, can't it? Let's add ED to looked. Bella looked and Bella looked and looked. I'm just going to repeat what I have over there. I don't have to think too hard. Bella looked and looked for food. Now, if I didn't know how to spell food, where could I look, friends? In your book. I bet I can find the word food in here. I'm going to pretend like I don't know how to spell it. Sure enough, I found on page 6. There it is, food. I'm going to use my resources. I'm going to use that book to help me out. It's okay to be a brave speller too. I love brave spelling. Bella looked and looked for food. What am I missing at the end of my sentence? A period. Good. Make sure you have that punctuation at the end. Now, if your sentence looks like this one, I'll be really pleased. I'll be looking for a capital letter where it belongs, B for Bella. I'll be looking for spaces between my words, and I'm going to be looking for that correct punctuation at the end, okay? Be sure that this sentence only has 1 capital letter. It should be B for Bella. There should be no other capital letters. So Lawson, I know you love to make some capital letters sometimes in extra places. So Lawson, you especially, and Layla and Scott, I want you to look and make sure that you only have 1 capital letter, the rest are lowercase. All right. Once you're done with that sentence, we have 1 more to go. Our next sentence says, she can see it on the table. She can see it on the table. Let's get our fingers ready. Are you ready? Here we go. She can see it on the table. How many do I have? 7. So my next sentence is going to have 7 words. Let's say it one more time. She can see it on the table. All right, are you ready? I'm going to make lines because I like it. She can see it on the table. Did you notice that sometimes I make my lines small, sometimes they're bigger? Mrs. Tran is old enough now that when I'm listening to the words I'm saying, I can tell that they're either big or small, like the word it and on. I know those are 2-letter words, so I made those lines just a little bit smaller. And I know table's my biggest word in this sentence, so notice the line for table is much longer. When you get smart like that and you start thinking, go ahead and try that too. If you know a word is bigger, make sure you're giving yourself a bigger line. If you know the word is smaller, you can make that a smaller line to write on. I'm going to count and make sure I have 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do. I know I'm ready to go. She can see it on the table. She can see it on the table. Ooh, table. Now I have a decision. I can be a brave speller and I can write table by stretchy snaking the sounds I hear. Or what's another strategy for writing? I can check my resources. I'm going to get my book out, Bella's Dinner, and see what I see. I'm looking for the word table. I know she went to the table. Oh, yep, sure enough. I remembered that in the book on page 10 and 11, she was looking at the human food at the table. And so I thought maybe I could find that word table, and sure enough I can. Table. So I'm going to use my book as a resource this time and just copy it from the book. And what do I want at the end? A period. There we go. Here's my 2 sentences. Hopefully yours look pretty similar to Mrs. Trana's. Again, in my second sentence, I should only have one uppercase letter. That's the S in she to begin my sentence. It's not a name, but it is the beginning, so I'll make sure that that's uppercase. The rest of my letters, puppies, are going to be lowercase. So please check that those are correct. Spaces between your words again, and punctuation at the end. Please read Bella's Dinner one more time before you leave, and illustrate this picture. In your journals, I know you have a place at the top that you can draw a picture. Be sure you illustrate the sentences. Bella looked and looked for food. She can see it on the table. I want a nice illustration here. 5 or more colors. Fill up the whole top of your page. And be sure that your picture matches your sentence. If I see a clown in your journal riding a unicycle at a circus for these sentences, I'm going to say, that does not match. I want to make sure that your illustration matches the words that you just wrote. Have a great day, and I love you. We'll see you later.